It's Blue's birthday today, so in his honor, I'm gonna wear a birthday hat. It's my son, man. I honestly didn't think we'd make it to today after a month ago when he started collapsing every day, and so I'm really, really grateful. Because I'm talking about Blue, he's getting jealous. Oh. All right, let's do a little bit of a flow. So let's start seated on your mat. Just bring the hands down on the knees. Just feel your body on your mat first of all to begin your grounding process. You can close your eyes, which brings you inside. Just take a deep inhale and a deep exhale out through the mouth. And again, deep inhale and exhale it out. Now seal your lips and just begin to settle into your breathing. I want you to, for the next moment or two, to just tune into all the sounds that are going on around you. And now begin to listen to the sounds inside of you. The sensations inside of you, where your body is connected to the ground, to your mat. Drawing your breath all the way down into the belly. And as you exhale, drawing the belly button in and pushing that breath back out. Totally aware of your breath entering into your body and returning into the space that's surrounding you, that's surrounding each other, that we share with every living thing that breathes, the planet. Feeling that connection as you inhale everything that is breathed before you. And slowly bringing the hands to heart, pressing the hands together, feeling the two sides of you joining together. The left side, the right side, the masculine, the feminine, the yin, the yang. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out through the mouth. And again, deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. So you're making like a ha sound. Inhale. And exhale. Now seal the lips, but keep that breath. So this breath begins to build heat in your body, begins to get the energy flowing. I want you, as much as you can in your practice, to stay linked to that breath. Consciously breathing as you make your shapes, yoga. Softly open the eyes. Bring the hands down in front and find yourself onto all fours. Bringing the hands under the shoulders, curl the toes under, knees hip width apart. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, push the mat away. Inhale, drop the belly. Draw the shoulders back, lift the tailbone. And exhale, push the mat away. Bring your chin right in, push up through your hands to just release your shoulders. A few more times, you're just feeling into your body, your vehicle. Bring the big toes to touch. Take the knees wide. And exhale, just come into child's pose. Take 5 breaths in child's pose. Extend the hands long and forehead down to the mat. Let your belly relax. Let your breath be gentle. On your next inhale, come on up onto the knees and just walk the hands even farther forward. Take an inhale and slowly lower the heart down towards the mat. You can extend your chin. You can curl your toes under and try and bring the elbows down. It's called puppy pose, heart melting pose. Inhale, slowly draw the body all the way down to the mat. Release the toes. Just lift the heels up towards the bum and just windshield wiper them a little bit side to side. You can relax your chin to your chest. Just releasing the toes back down to the mat. Press and engage the tops of your feet into the mat. Press the forearms and lift up out of your shoulders. Chin into your chest. Feeling some compression there in your lower back. Exhale, slowly lower down. Draw the hands outside of the shoulders. Spread your fingers and bring the elbows right into the rib cage. On an inhale, slowly come halfway up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, squeezing those hands in, come a little higher. Exhale, slowly lower. This time, pressing the feet into the mat, squeezing the quads, press a little higher. Now start to draw the shoulders away from the ears, take the gaze up to the sky. Curl the toes under, lift the hips high. Find your way into downward facing dog, your first one of the day. So position your hands and feet. If you don't know what's the best position, come into plank for a moment and then press back. And that's about the right length for your down dog. Now the hamstrings might be tight, so you paddle your dog. You can bend into one knee, press the other heel down. You're trying to lower the heels down towards the mat. You're pushing the mat away. So 2 opposite forces. Pressing back, pushing forward. Look at your belly button, release your head. Come high on the toes, bend the knees and slowly make your way to the top of the mat. Bring your hands on the shins. Take a halfway lift. So try to lengthen the spine, look forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, fold in, look at your knees. Grab opposite elbows and just dangle like nothing's ever dangled before. You can sway a little side to side. And just breathe, re-engaging with that breath. Good, release the hands to the shins, a halfway lift, look out, draw the shoulders back, press the tailbone back. Exhale, fold. And as you inhale, come on up, reach out and all the way up. Palms touch above the head, hands come down to center. And when we bring the hands back down to center, this is our reset point where we bring the awareness back inside, just like we did at the beginning of the class. So we draw the belly button in, squeeze the bathroom muscles by tilting the tailbone, chin slightly into the chest, soft gaze. And now get that breath going. From this grounded, steady place, we begin our first warm-up, our first sun salutation A. Take an inhale, sweep the hands out and up, look up. Grab hold of your left wrist and take it over to the side. Good, come back to center, look up. Grab your wrist, take it over, and just take the gaze up. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, give me a little back bend. So squeeze your bum, draw the shoulder blades together. Maybe draw the elbows forward. Gaze up. Inhale, come up. Exhale, swan dive. Take the palms wide, chest, stick it out. All the way down. Halfway lift. Good, bring the palms down, step back to plank or come into all fours. If you come into all fours, just roll forward off the knees. Slowly lower down to the bottom of a push-up. Hovering, release the toes and press up with those elbows right into the sides. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, look up. Roll onto one hip if you like. You can always just flip back into downward facing dog, but I like to open up the hips a little more at the beginning of our practice. Back to center, curl toes, hips high. Take 5 breaths in your down dog. Another shape where you bring your awareness back into you, your body. Spread the fingers, press back. Draw your belly button in. High on the toes, walk, step, float feet to the top of the mat. Fingers in line with the toe tips or on the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up, look up. Palms down to center, reset point. Take a breath, second round. On your inhale, sweep the hands up. Grab your wrists, take it over. Inhale, back to center, switch sides, lift the wrist up and over. Inhale up, exhale, open out. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift to lengthen. Palms down, feet back, flowing through your vinyasa. Shoulders over the wrists, lower down. Sweep forward, release the toes, press up. You can do a little hip side to side or just go back to downward facing dog. Five breaths. High on the toes, bend the knees, walk, step, float, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Come on up. Palms touch, hands to heart. Take a few breaths. We'll do one more round. Notice the energy, the heat building in the body. And again, inhale, sweep the hands up, grab the wrist. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Halfway lift, palms down, feet back. Slowly exhaling. Inhale through. Exhale. Inhale and exhale, other side. Inhale, hips high, downward facing dog. High on the toes, walk, step, float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way back up. Hands to heart. Reset. Good, now bend the knees, sink the hips. Second warm up, second sun salutation. So you can squeeze the knees together for this one. Tailbone is heavy, gaze up, spread the fingers. Pick up all 10 toes, draw the belly button in. Bring the hands to heart, twist out, left elbow, right knee. Gaze up and press the hands down. Inhale back to center, keeping the hips low. Exhale, other side. Good, inhale, stay low. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift. Palms down, feet back, flow through to down dog. You can always skip your vinyasas if you're not feeling so good, or drop to your knees. This time, no hip roll, just curl the hips high, downward facing dog. Now zip the toes together in the middle of your mat, right there. Next inhale. Right leg lifts high to the sky. I want you to press back through that left heel. Point the toes high as you can. Push the mat away. Opposition. Draw the heel into the bum and lift the knee. Maybe rotate your ankle. take an inhale, point the toe to the back of the mat. Gaze forward. Bring that foot through in between the hands. Drop the back heel down. On an inhale, press through that front foot. Come on up. Lift the hands up and lift up through the side body. Dip in into your warrior one. And breathe. Good. Reach the hands behind the back, clasping the fingers. Take a back bend. Push the hands down. Draw the shoulders together. Gaze up and bend into that front knee. As you exhale, draw the body down inside that leg. Release the head and see if you can float the hands off the back. Humble warrior. Good. Inhale, press through the feet. Come on up. Release the hands. Take the right hand up and over into reversed warrior. You can bring your thumb and your finger together in a little energetic gesture. It's called Yana Mudra for wisdom. I'll take all I can get. Right elbow, right knee. Extend left hand overhead. Now think of the opposition, reaching with the fingertips, pressing down through the outside edge of the foot and trying to open out the body. That left hand, bring it down inside the foot. Lift the back heel off the mat and open out the right hand to the ceiling. Dragonfly twist. Good. Bring the hand down. Standing split. So fire up into that front leg and draw the body in. So just working a little on your balance. Slowly drop that back leg. Come on up, out to the side, open out. 5 star. It's a little back bend. Exhale, fold in. Crown of the head to the floor. Shake the head a little side to side. You can sway with your body, whatever feels good for you. Mosquitoes. Walk the hands back round to the top of the mat. Step that back foot in. Both toes point the same way. Come onto your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Keeping your left hand down on the mat. Bring your weight forward and float your back leg, extending your right hand up, pressing through that right foot, revolved half moon. Good. Drop the back leg back, right leg goes back. Take your vinyasa. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. High on the toes, walk, step, float, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees, sink the hips, back to chair pose. Feet together, hands together. Reset point. Take a few breaths there. Second round, bend the knees, sink the hips. chair. Pick all 10 toes up, make sure the weight's in your heels. Hands to heart, twisting out. Left elbow, right knee, gaze up. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift. Palms down, feet back. Flow through to downward facing dog. Zip the toes together. Left leg high to the sky. Press back through that heel and point that toe to the ceiling. Curl the heel into the bum and lift the knee. Good, point the toe. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. Drop the back heel down, and when you're ready and balanced, come on up into your warrior one. Lift up through the sides of the body. Bring the hands down behind the back. Clasp them, but do it the opposite way, so your fingers feel weird. Take an inhale, draw the shoulders back. I'm trying to find my thumb. Exhale, fold it in. Lift the hands off the back. Inhale, come all the way up. Release that left hand, up and back, reversing your warrior. Left elbow, left knee. Reach overhead. Bring that hand down to the inside, lift up the back heel, open out, dragonfly twist. Pressing down with the hand, reaching up. Pressing forward with the crown of the head, pressing back through the heel. Good, bring that top hand down, standing split. Kick the back leg up. Draw the body down. Soften the front leg, drop the back leg and open out to the side. A big back bend. Draw the crown of the head down towards the mat. Bring the hands down by the side. Shake the head. Good, walking the hands round to frame that front foot. Step the back foot in, both toes pointing to the back, and do your best to straighten this front leg. Inhale, lengthen. Just a slight bend is fine. Exhale, fold. Bring your right hand in front of the toes. Float the back leg. Left hand revolves open. Half moon revolved. Good, drop the hand, feet back, take your vinyasa. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. High on the toes, bend the knees, walk, step, float, top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Stand tall, hands to heart, reset. Chin into chest, belly button in, and breathe. We'll do one more round. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Let's go. Chair pose. Bring the hands to heart, twist out to the right. So this time, flowing a bit more with the breath. Inhale. One breath, one movement. Twisting. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift. Look out. Palms down, flow through to your down dog, however that looks. Again, if you're on your knees, just come forward, lower down. Release the chest, push up, look up. Hips high, down dog. So you'll build your strength up the more you practice. Zip the toes together, right leg high to the sky. Press back. Curl the heel in. If flipping your dog is in your practice, you can flip that top leg over and lift up through the hips. Flipping it back, point the toe. Exhale, come through. In between the hands, drop the back heel. Inhale up to your warrior one. Dip in, breathe, get back to your breath. Clasping the hands behind. Inhale, press back, squeeze the shoulders, look up. Exhale, fold in, draw the body down. Inhale, come up, reversing the warrior. So, right hand up and over. Dip into that front leg. Right elbow, right knee, extend. Continue that hand all the way down to the floor, open up. Pick your back heel off the floor, dragonfly twist. Bring the hand down, float the back leg, standing split. Good, drop the back leg, open out to the side. 5 star. Exhale, fold in. Fingertips in line with the toes, crown of head to the floor. Walk the hands back round to frame the front foot. Step in and fold over. Good. Bring your weight into the front leg, float the back leg. Right hand high to the sky. Lift up. Take your vinyasa. Zip the toes together. When you're ready, left leg high to the sky. Press back. Curl the heel in. And if it's in your practice, flip your dog or stay here. If you flipped your dog, flip it back. Point the toe on an inhale. Look between the hands. Exhale, bring it through. Drop the back heel. Rise on up. Warrior one. Dip in. Gaze up. Bring the hands behind. Clasp them. Go the opposite way. We got to learn to do some things differently in life. If we do the same thing, we'll get the same result. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come on up, reverse that warrior. Good, extend it, left elbow, left knee. Continue down to the floor with that hand, open out. Lift the back heel up, open up. Left hand down, standing split. Draw the body in and look at your knee. Soften the front knee, open out to the side, 5 star. Other side of the mat now. fold in. Take a breath or two, shake the head. Walk the hands back round. Step the back foot in. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold in. Walk your right hand forward. Lift the left leg. Float the back leg up. Good, bring the hand down. Feet back, take your vinyasa. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Five breaths. High on the toes, bend the knees, walk, step, float, top of the mat. Halfway lift. And fold in. Bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Feet together, hands together, top of the mat. Beautiful. Come back to your breath. Notice the energy flowing around your body now. Good, bring the hands to the hips. A few balance postures for us. So take your right knee, draw it into the body. So clasp your hands and lift the knee up. Now you can come to a wall or hold on to something. Most important thing, focus. Find a gaze point, a drishti on the floor in front of you. You can stay here, take 5 breaths, or bring left hand to the hip and bind the big toes with the peace fingers. Extend the leg forward, draw the shoulder back. Find your gaze point, stay there, 5 more breaths. Opening the knee out to the side or open the leg out to the side. Maybe the gaze goes over the shoulder to challenge yourself. Good, draw the knee or the foot back to the front. Bring the hands to the hips, point the toe. Lift that leg a little higher. Good, lift up, replace it down, shake it out, let it go. Back to reset point. I've got an annoying hair. Attention within. Easier said than done. Good, same thing, other side. So either knee clasped, pick your gaze point, and you'll feel all those stabilizing muscles in the ankle starting to try to find the balance point. Peace fingers, big toes, if you're taking this option. Extend the heel, draw the shoulder back, lift up. So these stabilizers, the most important things to work on as we age, because without balance, we fall down. Open out to the side. Slowly draw the leg, the knee back to the center, release the bind, or just extend the toe. Lift that leg a little higher, feeling strength here, right in the quad. Lift the toe, shake it out. Reset. Chin to chest, lock in your breath, come back to your center. Right foot tree pose, Vrikshasana. So if you're just starting out and your balance is a bit rubbish, stay close to the ground. You can lift your foot up. Just plug it somewhere. I need to shove it up somewhere. I'm going to take the half lotus bind because my tights are too slippy. If you're in tree, bring your palms together in front. If you're taking the half lotus bind, reach behind and grab the elbow, the forearm. Slowly release. Back to center. Same shape, other side. So take tree pose. Come here, bring the hands up here. Or take the half lotus bind. Again, you pick your gaze point on the floor and just breathe. Slowly release, shake it out. Back to reset, top of your mat. Inhale, reach hands up. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift. Palms down, feet back, your last vinyasa. From down dog, come up onto the toes and float through to seated. So walk the feet forward, sit down on your bum and extend the legs out. Take your hands, grab the junk from your trunk, pull it out. So I want your sit bones firmly rooted. Now flex the legs. Bring your hands down by the sides. Fingers point forward. Press down. Draw the chin down. Draw the belly button in. You're squeezing the toes back towards your nose. So it's an active, strong leg. Good, release, inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, draw the body forward, reach, reach, reach. Extend the fingers long. Now, I want you to feel the extension from this lower back area. So we have a tendency to go, oh, I can't touch my toes, right? Look what's happening to the upper back. So I want the extension to come from the hips, hinging forward at the hips. Flex those toes, maybe take the peace fingers, bind the big toes, or just grab hold of your shins, wherever you are is enough. Take an inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, draw the body forward, and at the last minute, bring your chin down into your chest. Take 5 breaths. Slowly rise. Bring the hands behind you, slide the heels towards the bum. About hip width apart. Take an inhale. I want you to try to float your bum up. Reverse tabletop. Lift the hips up, take the head back. Maybe wiggle the jaw. Breathe out, release that throat chakra. And if the neck is a little tight, just keep your gaze ahead. One more breath. Exhale, slowly lower down. Good, extend the left leg long. I'm itching, got a mosquito. Bring the right sole of the foot into the inside thigh. Take an inhale, reach the body up. Exhale, fold forward, slightly twisting out to the left. Take an inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, fold in. Draw the head down to the knee. And I want you to flex that foot again. Now relax. Slowly rise. Same shape, other side. Lift the body up. Exhale, fold in with a little twist to the outside of the leg. Once you find that edge, that shape, inhale, try to lengthen. Exhale, fold. 5 breaths. Inhale, come all the way back up. Left leg, just stamp it into the mat. Draw the heel back towards the hip. Take your 2 fists, place them in between the heel and your thigh. Good, now this long leg, flex the toe towards the ceiling. Walk the bum forward a little. Good, take the left hand behind like a tripod, propping your back up. Inhale, reach up with the right. Exhale, twist around. See if you can get your elbow to the outside of the knee. And if you can't, just take your hand and just draw that knee into the midline of the body. The elbow, you're kind of pushing it in. Spread your palms. Gaze over the opposite shoulder. Now don't forget that long leg. Flex. Strong leg. 5 breaths. Marichasana, letter C, is the name of this shape. So all our yoga postures, our asana, have Sanskrit names, right? It's an ancient practice meant to prepare the body for meditation. Release. Slowly get into the same shape, opposite side. So draw the heel in first. Give yourself a squeeze. 2 fists in between. Walk that long leg. Walk it forward just 1 inch or 2. Take your right hand behind. Prop yourself up. Inhale. Lift and lengthen the spine. We always lengthen before we ask it to twist. Rotate it round. Hugging that knee into the midline. Bring your elbow, bring your hands up, spread the fingers. Chin to chest. 5 breaths. Nice, strong, long leg. Slowly release. Good, bring the heels in towards the bum. A little core abdominal work with boat pose Navasana. So option 1, keep your hands on the ground and see if you can just float your knees up, your toes up, and sit up. 5 breaths. Option 2, invite the palms to the party. And if this feels good, maybe play with extending. You've got three breaths left. I'm like 4, no. Lift up through the chest. Good, cross the ankles, bring the heels right into the hips. Hands by the hips, lift the bum. Straight back to Navasana. 5 breaths. We'll do 3 rounds. Lift up through the chest. You're just gazing at your big toes, looking at that nice pedicure. If you're a lady, guys can get pedicures too. Maybe extend. Cross the ankles, lift up that junk. Whoop. 1 more time. Ow. And sometimes the legs shake, like mine. They're like, right? We work through that edge, that fire. Cross the ankles, lift up that bum. Soles of the feet together now. Draw the heels in. Place the elbows onto the inside of your knees. Open the feet like a book. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, draw the body forward. 5 breaths. Good. Slowly rise and open out those legs into wide angled butterfly. Upavishta Konasana. Grab your flap, pull it out. Take an inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, draw the body forward and down. So bring the fingers down. From there, take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly draw forward. 5 breaths. Chin comes down. Slowly rise. Walk the hands back in. Bring the feet in. Lower down onto your back. Just place your hands on the knees. So nice and slow. Don't just kind of go, ugh. Not yet. We don't let it all go yet. Draw the heels in towards the bum. Bring the hands beside the sides, palms down. On an inhale, draw the belly button in. Tilt the tailbone and continue that rise, lifting the hips. Take your gaze up to the ceiling, maybe clasping the hands underneath the tailbone. Shimmy the shoulders together and lift up. Press down with the hands. That opposition, right? Pressing through the heels, lifting through the hips. Keep your chin exactly where it is. You got 3 breaths left. And slowly lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. Just pressing the lower back into the mat. The tailbone rises. Let's do one more. This time really slowly lifting vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up. Pressing down through the hands. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering down. Good, lifting the feet up towards the sky. Maybe just point flex the toes. And if shoulder stand is in your practice, you could pop up into shoulder stand right now. I won't, because I have a birthday hat on. If you're in shoulder stand, support your hips. If you don't know what shoulder stand is, just stay here with me. Pointing, flexing the legs, just allowing some energy to flow back down towards the heart. From shoulder stand, slowly make your way all the way. And if your legs are up in Setu Dandasana, slowly lower the feet down towards the mat. when the heels touch the mat, prop yourself up onto your elbows. Draw your elbows underneath the shoulders. Palms spread on the mat. Take an inhale. Puff out the chest. Draw the shoulders back together and take the crown of the head back towards the mat. See if you can touch the mat with the crown of the head. Push the chin out. This is another energetic throat opener. Point the toes, nice strong legs, so you're lifting the chest up even more. Heart opener, throat opener, crown of the head. It's called fish pose. Slowly lowering down, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Rocking all the way up into child's pose for me. Take 5 breaths in child's pose. Big toes touch, knees apart. Extend the hands long. Slowly rise, crossing the legs in front of you, or taking half lotus or full lotus if that's in your practice. Take the hands behind and try to grab opposite elbows. Take an inhale. Exhale, folding in with gratitude for our practice of yoga. Came a long way through many, many teachers to me teaching to you. Slowly rise. Just bring the hands on top of the knees, palms face up. Bring the thumb and the finger together and extend the other 3 fingers. Yana Mudra. Close the eyes and take 10 deep breaths. Slowly find your way down onto your back. Extending the hands out. Turning the palms up. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, draw the knees over to the left and take the gaze to the opposite side. 5 breaths in your spinal twist. Inhale through center, over to the opposite side. Inhale through center and slowly just extend the legs long. Final resting shape, Shavasana. Take a soft inhale, soft exhale. Bringing life into your fingers, into your toes. And taking a good morning stretch. Draw the knees into the body. Find your way onto your side. Just resting your head onto your arms. Slowly pressing up. We just seal in our practice quietly. Take a deep inhale. Exhale it out. One more time, deep inhale. And exhale it out. Maybe bringing that left hand onto the heart, the right hand onto the belly. Maybe a little smile on the lips as you connect with you deep down in there. And well done for taking the time for yourself to do something so healthy for your body, for your mind, and most importantly for your spirit, your soul, your essence, whatever you want to call it, you deep down in there. Thanks so much for joining me. Go have the most beautiful weekend ahead of you, a day or a night if you're going to sleep. Namaste.